Admiral Zexthera's 6 eyes tracked the lone blip on the tactical display, her mandibles clicking in disbelief. The Terran vessel hung motionless in space, barely a kilometer long, insignificant against the backdrop of the hegemony's assembled fleet. 300 warships, each bristling with quantum cannons and antimatter torpedoes, surrounded the solitary human craft like predators circling wounded prey. "This must be some kind of joke," Commander Velkar hissed through his translation implant. Intelligence reported that Earth was sending their most advanced military response. Where are their reinforcements? Zexthera's tentacles writhed across her command console, pulling up the intercepted human transmissions from weeks prior. The messages had been clear. Earth's Global Defense Council had unanimously voted for military action against the hegemony's expansion into human space. Their propaganda broadcast spoke of unleashing humanity's greatest weapon and a response that would shake the galaxy. The hegemony had prepared accordingly. They'd assembled the largest battle fleet in their 1,000-year history, pulled ships from every corner of their empire. The humans had been expanding aggressively, their primitive fusion drives somehow allowing them to claim system after system with alarming efficiency. This would be the decisive battle that ended their expansion once and for all. "Open a channel," Zexthera commanded. The main screen flickered to life, revealing a single human seated in what appeared to be a cramped bridge. The being looked remarkably unremarkable, pale skin, brown hair, wearing a simple blue uniform with no visible weapons or armor. He smiled. "Greetings," the human said in perfect hegemony standard. "I am Captain Sarah Chun of the UES Prometheus. I believe you're expecting me." "Expecting you?" Zexthera's voice carried across the void, her translator conveying her incredulity. "We prepared for war, human. Where is your fleet?" Chun leaned back in her chair, her expression remaining calm. "Oh, I am the fleet. Or rather, I'm all that's needed." Velkar's claws scraped against his console. "Admiral, their ship shows no significant armaments. Minimal shielding. I detect no unusual energy signatures. It's barely armed beyond a standard exploration vessel." "Then what?" Zexthera demanded. "Makes you think a single ship can stand against the combined might of the hegemony?" Chun touched something on her console, and suddenly every screen across the hegemony fleet began displaying the same image. Earth, blue and serene against the black of space. But the perspective was wrong. The image was being transmitted from beyond the solar system's edge. 3 days ago," Chan said conversationally, "we completed construction of our first Alcubierre gate network, instantaneous travel between any 2 points in the galaxy. We've been building them in secret for the past 50 years. Zexthera felt her blood chill. Faster-than-light communication was one thing, but instantaneous travel. "The thing about humans," Chun continued, "is that we're really, really good at logistics. Right now, there are 10,000 automated construction ships positioned at every major hegemony world, every military installation, every supply depot. They've been there for weeks, cloaked and waiting." The tactical display erupted in alerts. Ships were appearing not just in this system but according to the quantum communication network across the entire hegemony. Millions of ships, all appearing simultaneously at critical infrastructure points. "You see," Chin explained, "we never planned to fight your military. We planned to make your military irrelevant. Every shipyard, every fuel depot, every communication relay, they're all being systematically dismantled by our construction drones as we speak. No violence, no casualties. Just deconstruction." Zexthera stared at the display showing her empire's industrial capacity disappearing in real time. "This is impossible. Our scouts would have detected." "Would they?" Chun interrupted gently. "Human ships don't use fusion drives for interstellar travel anymore. We use something much quieter. Something that doesn't leave heat signatures or gravitational wake disturbances. We've been in your space for decades, learning, mapping, preparing." The Admiral's tactical officer spoke in a trembling voice. "Admiral, we're receiving surrender requests from our home worlds. The humans, they're offering to rebuild everything they're taking apart. but only if we withdraw from all contested systems and sign a non-aggression pact. Chun smiled wider. We told you we were sending our greatest weapon. That weapon isn't firepower, Admiral. It's patience, planning, and the absolute certainty that humans always think 3 moves ahead. In the end, the largest military fleet in hegemony history surrendered to a single human ship without firing a shot.